So what is self-defense? What is your concept of self-defense? Is it somebody running in your house to hide from cops because they have warrants, and somebody pull them over, some different people in front of the trailer park, and you kick them out and tell them not to come back, and they claim to have walked in your house and pled guilty to smashing out all your windows after they assaulted you, and you point a gun at them? Is that self-defense? Because had I did it, it should have been, but I didn't do it. You want to know what self-defense is in legal terms? I got 3 simple initials for you. CJS, Criminal Jury Instructions. That's all it is. The trier of fact jury, whatever you want to call them, are the ones that decide whether you act in self-defense based on the instructions given to them by the court. Did they change self-defense laws in Michigan? Yes, they did. They passed the Castle Doctrine, extending the curtilage of your home as part of the Castle Doctrine instead of just in your home. They made it so you have the right to act in self-defense at once, anywhere you have the legal right to be, as long as you're not in the commission of a crime and reasonably believe you're an imminent threat of bodily injury, rape, or harm. That's self-defense. But what is it still? Just a set of jury instructions. They just changed the jury instructions. No big deal. One of the very last things they could tell the jury is you must not have brought assault upon yourself. Oh, he was drinking, he didn't talk right to people and respectful, he deserved it, he brought it on himself, that kind of thing, you know? Truthfully know what it is. All you people out there getting your CCWs and all that stuff, and you think you have the right to defend yourself, you better think again. This is a police state. It's all ran by crooked cops. They're the real gangsters. They're the ones that have the license to be gangsters. They decide how the evidence looks, whether it's to move a shell casing down the road to make it look like you were shooting at somebody down the road that you didn't even know was standing down there, or it's to tell the witnesses to lie and say that they were coming in to see if you were all right, not coming in to assault you more. Self-defense is nothing. It is a primary law of nature that no law of man can contradict. There's no doubt about that. But if you act in self-defense and you're not a politician, you're not a millionaire, you're not a cop, you're not a corrections officer, that's when it happens. I wrote the National Rifle Association. A correctional officer in prison gave me their address because he thought it was BS, because he shot somebody, broke in his house, and heard these people claim to have broken my house and never got charged with it. It doesn't matter if you were invited in, which you weren't earlier. If you left and I told you to leave and we got into a big old fight and you walk in my house, I have the right to shoot you. Had he walked in my house, I would have shot him. Not with a 20-gauge shotgun, with a .22 rifle, the gun I actually did touch, that they determined I broke no law by firing in the air and scaring them off. Is that a crime? Is that a bad thing? Does that make me a bad person? You figure it out. What would you do if it happened to you? You better read the lawsuit I wrote. It's drafted but not filed yet. It will be filed soon and put in abeyance. But all the truth is in there. The only thing I kept out was the stuff about the cops moving evidence and stuff like that, because if I say it and can't prove it, it makes me look crazy. Not